Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Professor Rupali Unhare, working as Assistant Professor in KK Wagh Engineering College, Nasik. Students, in this lecture we are going to see the topic application of partial differential equation, Engineering Mathematics 3. So there are various applications of partial differential equation. To solve the wave equation, to solve the heat equation, we require the concept of partial differential equation. So in this unit, we have the three different types. First is wave equation, second is one-dimensional heat equation, third is two-dimensional heat equation. So one by one we are overlooking these types. So let's start the first type. Type 1, that is wave equation. So we are starting the type 1 wave equation. So for that we have considered the elastic string whose both ends are fixed. So here I have considered the elastic string whose both ends are fixed. If we stretch this string and after some time if we release this string, there will be some vibration will be formed. So that vibration of string is called as deflection of string, and that deflection is notation for that u of xt. So u of xt is called as deflection of string, and it is depending upon x, distance x and time t. So in the figure you can see u of 0t is equal to 0. That means at origin point distance is 0 at time t. So deflection obviously 0. And other end u of lt is equal to 0. Means at a distance l at time t. Again deflection is 0. So at both the ends deflection is what here? 0. So for different distance there will be different deflection. So students try to remember u of xt is called as deflection of string, and that deflection of string is depending upon distance and time t. So for that we require the boundary conditions and initial condition. So let's see the boundary condition. So this string is considered at both the ends. So whose one end at origin, that is u of 0t is 0. So this is the first boundary condition, and second boundary condition is what? U of lt is equal to 0. Means at both the ends deflection is 0. Next is initial condition. Initial conditions. So w by t at time t equal to 0. W by t at time t is equal to 0. This is nothing but initially there is some deflection. So in standard we have considered that deflection is g of x, and u of x0 at time t is equal to 0. U of x0 is equal to f of x, means at initially there is some deflection. So in standard form we have considered that is as f of x. So w by t at t equal to 0 is nothing but initial velocity. So that we have considered as g of x, and u of x0 is f of x. So students try to remember this boundary condition and initial condition. Means if we consider the elastic string whose both the ends are fixed, after some time if you stretch the string and release it, what happen? There is some vibration is formed. So that vibration is called as deflection of string. So for different distance and for different time we are going to find deflection of string. So general solution, that means deflection of string is given by c1 cos mx plus c2 sin mx into c3 cos cmt plus c4 sin cmt. So this is a general solution to solve the wave equation. So students try to remember this general solution. So our task is to find the values of c1, c2, c3 and c4. So you will get the deflection of string. So this is the type number 1. Let's see the type number 2. Type number 2 is one-dimensional heat equation. So for the wave equation, we have considered the elastic strain. So for the elastic strain, we can calculate deflection. So for the one-dimensional heat equation, we are going to consider the pipe. So here we have considered a pipe. Consider a pipe with insulated cover whose one end is treated as origin and other end in the direction of x-axis. So and the heat flow from direction of heat flow along the positive x-axis. So if you hit this pipe, if we pass the heat through this pipe, there is some heat flow from one end to another end. So using this one-dimensional heat equation, you can easily find out the heat flow at different distance and different time. And by law of heat conduction, heat always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. If we pass the heat through this pipe, so the heat flow from higher temperature to lower temperature, and if you maintain, suppose if you maintain the temperature at one end is 0 and other end is by 100 degrees Celsius by a machine, what happens? Heat flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. So that heat flow can be found out by using partial differential equation. W by delta T is equal to C square delta square U upon delta X square. So this C square is nothing but what? Constant of diffusivity of material. Means it is depending upon the material of pipe. So general solution of this one-dimensional heat equation is U of xt is equal to C4 cos mx plus C5 sin mx into e raised to minus C square m square t. So this is a general solution for one-dimensional heat equation, and this heat flow always is finite. That means U of xt is finite, that is U tends to 0 as t tending to infinity. Means as the time increases, automatically temperature is decreases. So U of xt is finite and U tends to 0 as t tending to infinity. And U of xt must be decreases as the time increases. So this is all about the one-dimensional heat equation. So students, try to remember the general solution of heat equation. Let's see the type number 3. Type number 3 is two-dimensional heat equation. So for the one-dimensional heat equation, we have considered pipe. For the two-dimensional heat equation, we are going to consider a metal plate. So in this method, we have considered the metal plate insulated with cover. And if we pass heat through this metal plate, what happens? Heat flows from edges of metal plate. Heat flows from edges of the edges of the metal plates. So this U of xy will be depends upon x, y and t. X is nothing but what? Distance, x and y, because we have considered the metal plate. So our edges of metal plates in the x direction as well as in y direction. So that's why this U of xy will be depends upon x, y and t. And this obtained by W by delta T is equal to C square into delta square U upon delta X square plus delta square U upon delta Y square. This is a partial differential equation of two-dimensional heat equation. And you can easily find out the solution of two-dimensional heat equation by this two general equation. U of xy is equal to C1 e raised to mx plus C2 e raised to minus mx, this is first bracket, into C3 cos my plus C4 sin my. this solution when x tending to infinity. That means your metal plate is infinite in length in x direction. Second general solution, u of xy is equal to c5 cos mx plus c6 sin mx into c7 e raised to my plus c8 e raised to minus my. So the second solution when your metal plate is infinite in length in y direction. So students, try to remember these two general solutions. If your metal plate is infinite in x direction, you can use the first solution, first general solution, and if your metal plate is infinite length in y direction, you can use second general solution. So again our task is to find the values of this arbitrary constant, that is c1, c2, c3 and c4. So we can find out this solution by boundary condition and initial condition. So in this video we have seen the method of solving the wave equation, one-dimensional heat equation and two-dimensional heat equation. For the next lecture, we will see the examples of type 1, type 2 and type 3. This is just general idea about the application of partial differential equations. For the next lecture, we will come with the examples of wave equations. Thank you students. Thanks for watching my video.